Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Today we are going into another crime story. This has so many questions that are unanswered, but let's get into it. Family of murdered Sammy-Lee Lodwig says they will never get over the loss of their angel. Sammy-Lee Lodwig was just 22 when she was gagged, repeatedly slashed and stabbed in the face, neck and body with a kitchen knife by her partner. What a scuzzbag. 22. That was her partner. Jason Farrell was jailed for life for murdering Sammy-Lee Lodwig. Oh my God. The family of a young woman brutally murdered with a knife, attacked by her partner, has described her as a bubbly person and her mother's angel. God dang it. The bloody body of 22-year-old Sammy-Lee Lodwig was found in a basement flat in Swansea in April 23rd this year. She had been gagged and repeatedly slashed and stabbed in the face, neck, chest by her partner Jason Sean Farrell. On Friday, November 1st, 49-year-old Farrell was jailed for life for the murder and told that he must serve a minimum of 26 years in prison. Still not enough. Sorry, dirtbag, you deserve way more. Sending him down, a judge at Swansea Crown Court told him he had shown no remorse for brutally ending the young woman's life. The court heard details of a statement from Miss Lodwig's father, Christopher John Lewis, in which he talked about the loss of his daughter. He said, "The day I was told my daughter Sammy-Lee, my beautiful little girl, had been murdered by Jason Farrell was the worst day of my life. I have a gaping hole in my body which will never be filled." He said his daughter had her whole life ahead of her and should have been looking forward to marriage and children, but instead died way too young. Mr. Lewis said his daughter was a bubbly person with a big personality and a wide circle of friends, and he would never get over her loss. After the sentencing, Mrs. Lodwig's family also released a statement.
Sammy-Lee's family would like to thank South Wales Police, particularly family liaison officers, the prosecution team and all the members of the jury for their time and commitment to this investigation. Sammy-Lee's life was cut way too short and she will be sorely missed by all her family and friends. She was her mother's angel, her father's little Bam Bam and her sister's baby pocket rocket. She will be forever in our hearts, always loved and never forgotten.
Love you.
They said Sammy's life was cut way too short and she will be sorely missed by all of her family and friends. She was her mother's angel, her father's little Bam Bam and her sister's baby pocket rocket. She will forever be in our hearts and always loved and never forgotten. That's heartbreaking. 22 years of age, man. Jesus Christ. Farrell had known Miss Lodwig since she was 4 years old and when he had been in a relationship with her mother, Sarah. What? Excuse me? Wait. Farrell had known Miss Lodwig since 4 years of age when she had been in a relationship with her mother, Sarah. So he was in a relationship with the mother and then waited, what, for the child to get of age and then got with the kid? That's a huge age gap, guys, like 49 to 22. There's something not right. Sorry, I'll get back to the story. Sorry, that just threw me for a loop. Okay. In 2018, the defendant met Miss Lodwig again after he returned to Swansea following his release from prison. Oh, shock. In the early 2019, they began a sexual relationship. However, the relationship was a stormy one. By April this year, Farrell had grown tired of Miss Lodwig and wanted rid of her. Well, then freaking finish with her, you dumbass. During the trial, the jury heard how the pair had spent the evening of April 22nd taking H and Charlie together in the flat in Colton Terrace in Mount Pleasant area of Swansea. That's just heartbreaking. Now I want to know, was this young girl addicted before she met him, or was she addicted because she met him? I have so many questions on this story. Then in the early hours of the following morning, Farrell gagged his young partner with a belt from the dressing gown, grabbed a large kitchen knife, repeatedly slashed and stabbed her to the face, throat and chest as she lay on his bed. Wow. A number of stab wounds cut major arteries and pierced her lungs. Jesus Christ. By the time the emergency services found her, Miss Lodwig was dead. You really are a scuzzbag. This is a mugshot from South Wales police. Former Dilwyn Llewellyn School public Farrell was tracked down by armed police to the flat of a friend nearby Marshall Street, where he had showered and changed his clothes. Shocking. He was subsequently taken to Morrison Hospital, where he wrote 5 pages confessing, in which he detailed his background, his previous relationships, and how he had stabbed his victim to death. But when the matter came to court, he denied the murder. During his trial, the court heard how Farrell, who grew up in the Townhill area of Swansea, began abusing solvents and Valium when he was aged 11, moving on to cannabis, amphetamines and alcohol into his teens, then to more Class A's in his 20s. He has 24 previous convictions for 75 offences. 75 offences, including 2 of inflicting GBH with intent. Now, GBH with intent, that's grievous bodily harm with intent to hurt, with intent to, do damage. Why, my God. Preventing the course of justice, possession of drugs with intent to supply amphetamines, crack cocaine, possession of a gun, burglary, possession of a bladed article, and robbery. He was out of prison on licence when he murdered Miss Lodwig. Why? Why was this guy out of jail? Jesus. In his trial, Farrell was convicted and inflicted grievous bodily harm with intent on his neighbour, Christopher Mihm, in assault the week before he murdered Miss Lodwig. Now that alone, he assaulted somebody and he's on licence. Why wasn't he being recalled back to jail? Jesus. He just began a relationship with Lodwig's mother, Sarah, on April the 18th this year. Farrell waited outside her home in Icken Street in St. Thomas and attacked Miss Mehan with a staff or rambling stick when he left the property. He was sentenced to 18 years for this attack, but he will serve concurrently with the 26 years. So it was really just a waste of time giving him it. See, I don't know, guys. There's something more to this than meets the eye. This guy, why on God's green earth? Firstly, if he attacked somebody a week before the murder, he should have been recalled back to jail. Like, he's on licence. He should have been recalled. Why wasn't he recalled? I just want to go back to this bit as well, because this is kind of lingering in my brain. Just Farrell had known Miss Lodwig since she was 4 years old, when he had been in a relationship with her mother, Sarah. Now, to me, this just seems so wrong on so many levels. Like, her mum must just feel like crap, and it really isn't her fault, but she's gonna feel really crappy because, quote unquote, she brought this man into her daughter's life. But that's just not the case. But what stands out to me on this is that this man have known this girl since 4 years of age. Okay, he, for all intents and purposes, was the father figure around the house. He obviously wasn't her father. Her father was very invested and involved in her life, but you know, there's a man around the house. I can't imagine any normal man who have known a girl since she was 4 years of age and was that quote unquote father figure around the house would then want to start a relationship with her at the age of 22 when he got out of jail. That just has nonce written all over it to me. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. This bloke has nonce written all over him, and I hope he gets his just desserts when he goes to jail, because that's just so wrong on so many levels. And I feel dead sorry for the mother. Like, I'm sure she probably, you know, is thinking, oh my God, I'm the one that introduced them and all of that. And it's so not her fault at all. He's a scuzzbag. But my God, that just has nonce written all over it to me. I'm sorry, but it does. That's just so incredibly, nope. Rotten hell, mate. You deserve it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. As I said, I have so many questions. Like, I honestly believe that no man who was a father figure would then, you know, find that child. They would still see that child as a child, not as a 22-year-old. I want to know, was she addicted before she met him? Did he get her addicted? I have so many questions. But I'm grateful. I think the prosecution and the CPS and all did an amazing job. The police did an amazing job banging him up. 26 years. Yeah. Let's just hope he doesn't come out, or he comes out in a cardboard box. Either one. I'm not worried which. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.